Hi there. Hey, everybody. Okay, so this is kind of hard. I haven't been live since February. And in February, some of you remember I did the 12 days of love leading up to Valentine's Day. And I went live every day for 12 days, talked about something different as far as love goes. And now I'm coming back on live because a lot of you know, I'm going to try not to cry. On March 23rd, I lost my person. I lost my boyfriend in a tragic drowning accident. And I want to talk about grief. Up until then, I'd suffered losses in my life, relationships, divorce, um, just change in life, emptiness. Like loss comes in a lot of different shapes and sizes, and there's grief. We suffer grief at change and loss very often, but the grief we feel at death is so different, and it's different depending on who we lose and how we lose them as well. So I lost my mom 3 years ago. um, she was 83 and she'd been sick for 2 years, and that was rough, but there was a peace that came with that because she had been suffering so much. When you lose someone abruptly and tragically and unexpectedly, it's so different because now there's such an element of like disbelief, just absolute denial. Like this can't be real, it can't be happening. Um, and it doesn't. I'm sure it will get easier at some point, but it's not easier yet. Every day I wake up, and throughout the day 100 times I get reminded that it was real, that it happened, and I just go, how can this be real? How can this be happening? And one of the things that I noticed, and that's why I wanted to come on live today, is the outpouring of absolute freaking love and support I've gotten from my tribe, from all of my friends on Facebook, people I don't know, people that I do know, just this incredible, like empowering space being held for me and love being poured out to support me and take care of me. I see that I have comments here, you guys. I don't know if I can see them. I'm going to peek and see. I can't see who is on, but I can see that there are people on, and I appreciate you. I just want to say thank you for that. And I do have a message here today. Thank you for all your outpouring, for all the love, for all the support. It helps immensely. The other thing I've learned about myself is tears. Tears are healing. They are cleansing. They wash away so much that doesn't serve us any longer. I've been saying that to my clients for years. Tears wash away what no longer serves us. But what I learned about myself during this process is I don't cry in front of people. I don't want to cry in front of people. I guess that's more accurate. There's something inside of me that makes me feel like very vulnerable, very like raw, and I can't do that in front of people. Now I'm going to trigger it. And so I try to suppress it, right? Because it's hard to cry in front of people. Grief is intense. It comes in what I call cloud bursts, where I could be fine, just going along my day, and then I remember something, or I see something, or something triggers a memory, and I lose it. And in my own space, on my own, when I'm alone, I'm so comfortable with that. I can scream into a pillow, I can cry, I can do the serious, like gut wrenching sobs, and I'm okay with it. But in front of other people, I'm not comfortable with it. So I found myself like in judgment. I can't go live, is what I would tell myself, because I might cry. I can't expose myself and share this journey other than writing, because people might see that side of me, and that feels raw. It was my own judgment about it, right? And I'm learning to move through that. I'm also learning to let go of the judgment of myself that says it's okay or not okay to cry publicly. And either way is perfectly fine. And the last thing I want to talk about is like sharing your light. I have a really good friend, and she's been doing Instagrams, and she did a 30-day challenge for Instagram, and she did a beautiful job. And she would just show up and talk about her business or personal things, and I found so much comfort in that. Having that lifeline, having that, just that thing that was just steady and familiar, and I really trust her. Having that when I was alone, and when I was in like so much sadness, I so looked forward to those. And when she stopped doing them, we talked about it, and she expressed things like her little voices of doubt saying, who am I to be doing this? What do I have that anybody needs to hear? Why would anybody listen to me? And I did cry in front of her. I started sobbing because I said, you have no idea how much you helped me. You have no idea how much I looked forward to those 30 minutes a day where I could just escape and just focus on what you were saying. And it made me feel safe, and it brought me comfort. Don't stop. Don't stop. And I said, you don't know if there's 100 me's behind the scene watching you go live, and you're sharing your light, you're sharing your truth, you're sharing your experience, you're sharing whatever it is that you're brought on this planet to share with people. You don't know how many people behind the scenes are watching this that aren't making the comments, that aren't stepping out, that you don't know that they're there, and you're helping them. And promise you guys, I promise you, every single one of us is here for a reason. We all have a purpose. We all have a gift. We all have a light. We all have something that can help someone else. Every single solitary one of us. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. And when you dim your light because of fear, you don't know who you're holding that back from. You don't know who you may help with your message. And that's why I came on today. So I don't know who this might help, but I'm not going to let fear stand in the way anymore. Fear creates judgment. Fear creates insecurity and scarcity. And I don't want to do that anymore. I know that I am not alone. I know that other people are grieving, not just because they lost someone potentially to death, but they lost maybe in divorce. I know there are people on here that are hurting, that are grieving, that are sad, that are lonely, that are struggling, and that wonder how they're going to make it. Every day I go, how am I going to make it through today? 1 minute at a time. So if I can help you in any way, message me. Let's talk. I am a love coach. I am not your ordinary love coach. One thing that has kept me going, kept me breathing, is that I have been working on helping to educate about self-love and self-care for years. And it was time to walk my talk. It was time for me to go deep into my arsenal and my toolbox of what have I built over the years as a love coach, as someone that has taken a deep dive into spiritual psychology. I believe with all my heart that we are love made manifest. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and that we come from love and we return to love, which means that Jackson has returned to love. How could that not be beautiful? And yet, as a human being, that is so sad to me because I miss him. I physically miss having my person walk the earth with me. He's in non-physical form now. He is love now. Holy cow, do I have a fierce guardian angel now. I get it. And I have a toolbox, and I have an arsenal, and I have resources, and I want to share those if I can help you. So message me, message here, direct message me, and we'll jump on a call together and talk, because I am here to share my light with the world. And so are you. So are you. So don't let fear get in your way. And when you feel like you're scared to cry, cry anyway. I'm going to do it, and you can too. Thank you for being here today, being here with me on my first live since February. I'm going to be back. I'm going to do more. I'm going to be brave. All right. Bye, guys.